Hello everyone. Okay, so the month of February is going to be very, very special for us at Spiegelmom Scraps. We are going to be featured with Kiwi Lane to help promote their kits, and they are going to be helping to promote our sequins, and I'm going to show you two different projects. One today and one on the 18th. That's going to show you how you can mix these beautiful kits with our beautiful sequins, which is fabulous. So if you haven't played with Kiwi Lane templates before, I will show you those first. I love Kiwi Lane templates. Let me get them out of the bag here. I have a few. Well, that's not true. I have a lot of Kiwi Lane templates in my stash, and I'm actually going to go ahead and possibly pull some of my Kiwi Lane templates out to go along with my projects. But with the kit, you get this beautiful ride, the border template, and then this border template. You get this beautiful bicycle template, and then the adorable little flower, which has a little inside piece too, which makes me so happy. Love that. So these are the three templates that come in the kit. You get an idea book that you can grab and get all kinds of ideas. The kit's theme is spring and tulips, life's simple adventures, and life's joyrides. So the kit includes 12 by 12 paper, title cards, the templates, and you get a little die cut pack as well. And this is a monthly kit, so you can subscribe to it and get a kit like this every month, which is awesome. So here are all the little title cards. You get this one that says, life is an adventure, enjoy the ride. Hello, spring. Use your tulips to kiss winter goodbye. Fresh cut flowers. This is adorable. I love that card. That's super cute. This is how I roll. It doesn't matter where you're going. It's who you have beside you. Whoops. Life is a beautiful ride. It's all about balance. Keep moving. See if I can get that one in focus a little bit. There you go. So you get all of those pretty cards, and then you get paper. Now, you guys know I am a paper girl, and this paper is gorgeous. Okay, couple of things about it. First of all, it's heavy and thick and wonderful and double-sided. So I'm going to flip through these papers quick. You can see all of these gorgeous colors and patterns. I will leave all the links to Kiwi Lane down below. The subscription where you can get these kits. And I will also link up if I end up using any of my templates that I have here on this page, on my page today, or on my page on the 18th. So there are two of every one. Yes, I believe so. Oh, it kind of looks like we have like a light side and then a dark side. Does that sound right? Wait, maybe, hold on. This is the first time I've ever unboxed one of these kits. So I'm just looking to see what we've got here. Okay, so you have two of these blue and then white on the back. Okay. And then there's two of the grid ones with the pink on the back. And then there are two of this blue with the light green on the back. And then there is one of each of these. And then that's what the B-sides look like. So lots and lots and lots and lots of paper. All of these cute little cards, die cut pack, and then all of these beautiful, beautiful templates, which I'm going to show you how to use because they are super duper fun. All right, and we need some sequins. So let's grab those and we can start creating a layout for today. For my layout today, I'm going to use 3 photos. This is going to be a multi-photo layout. And I am going to pull a couple of templates from my Kiwi Lane stash as well. So I'm going to move these photos around. And I had an idea. Now, in hindsight, I kind of feel like my idea was too ambitious. I'll be honest. But we get there in the end. So my thought is that I want to use these 2 3x4 cards, but I don't want them to stay 3x4. I want to cut them into tags, and I have a template for that. Then I really, really want to play with these flowers. I want to make some layered flowers across the bottom of my page. So I'm going to start with these tag templates. So I have these tags in my stash. I also have this flower, which is from the Nature collection. If I can find these templates on Kiwi Lay's website, I will link them up in the comments or in the description box down below. Then I have this idea that I want to add some journaling. And I think that these borders will work well for journaling. So I'm kind of going to play a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit, which is kind of Kiwi Lane's little motto. And so I'm going to start with these flowers. I know I want some flowers. Here's how Kiwi Lane templates work. So you place them down onto your pattern paper, and then you get a pencil and you trace them. If you are someone who has loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of pattern paper in your stash, these templates will allow you to use your pattern paper. You guys know how much I'm a firm believer in using your stash. And this is a great way to use it. This is also a great way to use up paper and scraps and all those kinds of things. So first you go ahead and you trace the templates. The templates are usually pretty easy, kind of simple shapes. You can see that you can flip the templates upside down, which gives you like the mirror image, which is what I definitely want to use in this case because I don't want my flowers going all the same way. You'll also notice that I'm only doing the bottom part, so the stem part of the flower template, and I'm doing that just by kind of lining it up across the top of the page and then going ahead and just doing the template. And that way I'm not wasting paper because I'm not going to have a lot that I'm going to need to throw away, and I'm just using the straight edge to go ahead and trace that template as many times as I want. I did 5 flowers. Next, I am going to trace the yellow, just the tops of the flower, and finally the middles. Now, what I'm doing is I am tracing the flower, flipping it over, and tracing the mirror image, and I'm marking my flowers A and B so that when I cut them all out and glue them all together, I end up being able to match them back up in the right order, the right side versus the mirror image. Next, I'm going to trace and use my tag template from my stash to create tags out of these 2 3x4 cards. And then I'm going to go ahead and trace out this larger flower out of this patterned paper. My camera was going a little bit all wonky on me with this green. This bright green that's in the collection is stunning and gorgeous, but for some reason my camera could not find the white balance. So I'm sorry if some of my footage looks a little bit yellow. I like to do all of my tracing first. Once I know what templates I want to use, once I know how I want my page to go, I want to go ahead and do all of the tracing of all the different templates. And then once I have all of the templates traced, now it's time to cut. I love to fussy cut. You guys know this. So if fussy cutting is not your jam, trust me, they're so easy to cut. You still want to play with them. For the flowers, now that I've cut everything, I am inking no, not all of the edges. I just inked the flower tops. I didn't ink the flower bottoms. And they line up perfectly. So I have the yellow and the pink piece. Now the pink template has a circle in the middle that you can cut out. I chose not to do that because I'm going to fill what is the circle in the template with sequins. You guessed it. So we have gorgeous sequins over at Spiegelmom Scraps. Those sequins, there are lots of different mixes and colors to match just about everything and anything you could want. Spark of Joy over in the Spiegelmom Scraps shop is one that is an absolute gorgeous, perfect match to this kit. So next, what I want to do is I want to take these tags, I'm going to punch a hole in them, and I'm going to add a little bit of hemp cord to the middles. This is going to add a little bit of something extra to my page. This and the sequins are going to help my page to have some different texture, to have some different dimension. It's not a dimension or texture that's going to bulk up your scrapbook album. It's just dimension and texture so that everything isn't paper. It just gives the page a little something extra. So I'm going to go ahead and get my tags punched and put some of this hemp cord into the little tag holes. I'm going to go ahead and create a mat for my 3 photos using this light pink paper that is part of the kit. And then I'm also going to go ahead and mat this kind of corally paper around this photo. So now I'm going to go ahead and kind of get everything together. This layout, I did absolutely struggle with it a little bit. I think I was just a little too ambitious. I wanted to use all the templates. I wanted to use all the pattern papers. I wanted to use all the things. But we get there in the end, and it turns out super, super cute. I just think that I was a little too ambitious in everything I thought I was going to get on this layout. A couple of things I really do love, though. I love how these flowers turned out across the bottom, and I love the border. I love how I used those borders. So the borders are layered, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to create the look of having the borders kind of come and like smack into the flowers. And I think that I achieved that look fairly well. I'm also going to kind of play with the idea of kind of like lifting up some of the flowers towards the left side of this border. So this is kind of my idea. Now I'm looking at it and I like it, but I also feel like there's something's missing. So I'm going to go ahead and get these pieces down. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through the die cut back. And I do use a couple of them on this page. I'm just going to kind of tuck in some of these little flowers around the Kiwi Lane flowers. I love those starburst die cuts. If I could get like a whole entire pack of those, or if I could find a die that would cut them or a template, that would be awesome. Those are like the coolest things ever. I love those little starbursts. And so I'm liking this, but it doesn't feel complete to me yet. So next I decide let's add some sequins. Now I will tell you, I was scrapbooking late this night. This was pretty late for me to still be up creating. And so I'm liking the sequins. I'm liking where they are going. Of course, I'm liking the sequins. You guys, it's sequins. But I wasn't super happy with it. And so I went to bed. And I came back the next morning when I was fresh. And then I quite quickly figured out what I needed here. So I decided that I needed something on the other side of my photo. And I also never journaled on this page. And I had journaling. I had things to say about these photos. So I'm going to go ahead and I just used a scrap piece of this light pink paper and put it on the other side of my top photo. And then I grabbed one of these die cuts that has the tulips because I thought, well, we have tulips on the page. They will definitely go. They'll add that little pop of color. And now I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. This is good. Now I don't feel like this is all super unbalanced. This page looks much more balanced. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab one of those border templates. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to trace it and cut it out. Ink it up. Remember how I said I loved how those borders kind of hit into the tulips? Well, I still loved that, but I'm starting to feel like it doesn't look like I did it intentionally. And I want it to look like it was intentional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lighter colored border and I'm going to have it stop at that first tulip. And I feel like that helped to make it look intentional. I intentionally wanted these borders to stop at the tulips. So I'm going to trim off a little bit here, and now I have a light colored area on my page where I can add the journaling that I really wanted to add. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my journaling, a few sequin details up by that pot of tulips, and we are done. I am so happy with how this turned out. It turned out so cute. I love all these pattern papers, and I hope you do too. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.